All right, here we go. Hopefully you like spiders. Tarantula.
Tarantula, gang gang, right from the stereo. Gargantuan, goddamn fit for a burial. A cannula from my wrist, sick material. A chronically ill, sound for your area. I just let go, there's a crack in my design. Like an echo, these thoughts replay in my mind. There's no safety, there's no rest, there's no sleep for the dead. And I hate these side effects that get left by the man. I got the devil on my shoulder, and the weight might break my back. I'm losing my composure, and I might crash. And so they say that my persona
has a tendency to
come so undone that
and my identity is
stuck inside this white room I painted black. Tarantula, bang bang, contractor muscular. I'm venomous, brain fangs right to your jugular. Cutting your brains on the rug and your blood on the comforter. Part of me's Peter Parker, but bust my guns like the Punisher. I'm a rabbit arachnid, I'm trapping them in the web. Then I wrap them up like a package for afterwards in the shed. I'm carnivorous in the blood of these rappers, is how I'm fed. To live a death like Dexter, dark as the passenger in my head. And they know I'm a killer on the low, patient 00, fuck a cheat code. My ammo's unlimited, I only stop when I gotta reload. I'm 20 below and the blood in me frozen. I painted this room, only color I know. Yeah, I painted it black, it was dark as my soul. So fuck it, let's go. I got the devil on my shoulder, and the weight might break my back. I'm losing my composure, and I might crash. And so they say that my persona
has a tendency to
come so undone that
and my identity is
stuck inside this white room I painted black.
Oh, here we go. No! Yes!
Whoa, back to back, you can't catch that flow. Counteract the punch, price that blow. Chiropractic by snapping, fat base, gymnastic, mash it up, massive, bro. Casual, this shit easy, G. Ride the beat, come on, you know me. Designed to be the best, need the best to test me. Watch me rise up victoriously. Yeah, we back on that loose again. Representing that loony bin. Give a fuck if I lose or win when that spider bite go right through the skin. Then I'm hit when I strike the bang. Got a monster locked up inside my brain. And wrestle with them's like fighting Bane. But I know that part of me likes the pain. Like a masochist, spider biting, antagonist, biting, sighting, paralysis, vital signs of a pathogen. Striking deep in the artery. Peter Parker, but dark as the black and bruise on the mark. I leave random web is still spread, you see. Got time to kill, murder on my mind. I'll give your spine a chill. Show up in Silent Hill, bumping twisted metal. Behind the wheel, we pose a threat. Pulling you under, hope you can hold your breath. And kill them all until there's no one left. Tarantula.
Damn. There's Frankie Fire. That's the guy I was telling you about. Directed by Frank Fire and Rook. Damn. Wow. I did not see the reference to Spider, well, Tarantula to Spider to Webb to Chris Webby. That's brilliant. Well played, fellas. I know that wasn't the point of it, but when they pointed it out here in the lyrics there, and then Ren kind of slapped him on the arm, clever.
Web is still spread, you see. Got time to kill, murder on my mind. I'll give your spine a chill. Show up inside.
Damn, that's such a good transition. Like, not only did I not see where they were going, because really, how could you? How could you know where this was going to go? But, oh man, the black and white. So from the white room to the black room, that he painted it black, and then we have the transition into this crazy club atmosphere, which is so sick. We have the black paint, the persona, and then the spider. Tarantula, gargantuan. Got a monster locked up inside my brain, biting antagonists, striking deep in the artery. Wow. Damn it. Ren is a very, very difficult, like for someone like me that wants to really dive deep, he is a challenge. And I know I'm really just interpreting stuff. I'm just guessing, throwing theories. Ren in his work is always such an onion that it could be hours and we're just peeling things apart. You know what I mean? He's so friggin' cool.
Stereo, gargantuan, goddamn.
And this vibe in the beginning here feels like some of the stuff that he's done busking, which I haven't watched a ton of the busking, but I've seen a couple things, and that whole like, did you get that?
Gang, gang, right from the stereo. Gargantuan,
and that bass,
goddamn fit for a burial.
It's just so like that. It's so sexy. It's so thick. Now this is one of my shames. This is one of my moments of shame with Ren. He has his wordplay is unbelievable. This guy's writing is unreal. But even something simple as this: from my wrist, sick material.
From my wrist, sick material.
A chronically ill. Sound for your aerial. Now, most renegades know that Ren has, oh God, what is it? And not to say that I'm a renegade per se, because I don't know all the details and I don't track this guy's life, but he has, it's not Lyme disease, is it? I feel like it was a couple things. Is it Lyme disease? Okay. Well, Ren has to go through treatment, like a lot, okay? And the fact that he puts out the level of stuff that he does, the way that he does, and the way that he continues to do it is unbelievable in and of itself. But with his wordplay, he references things like this in a very clever way, like the from my wrist, sick material. He's referencing his illness. Chronically ill, sound for your aerial. Chronically ill. One of my moments of shame is because one of his songs was called, I think it was like The Illest. I think that's what it was called, The Illest. Well, it was early Ren, and it was also early for me, as long as I remember. And I thought it was just him using the slang of he's ill, he's sick, he's dope. And it was kind of a diss track against other artists. But he was literally, the whole point of it was that he was using that wordplay to also reference that he was friggin' sick and he was still doing the things that he was doing. My dum-dum was like, this guy raps good. Yeah. Man, I am horribly ashamed of that. Director. Yeah, I missed that one. The Spider-Man has webs come out of his wrist. Yeah, that's another good one. Yeah.
From my wrist, sick material.
Doing the Spider-Man thing. I didn't catch that. Yep. And that, see, Sakia, that's between us. Damn it. All right. So another thing I have to say is the black and white's a nice touch because they transition from the color that you see here to the black and white. That doesn't always work. This is nice, simple touch, fine. Because they're also going from a white room to a black room. And then we know that they go into the crazy club scene. This right here is so cool. It's simple, but it's so cool. Like the fact that they show the camera in the mirror, and I don't know who this is. I feel like it's like Frankie or somebody or Rook or whoever. But just the mirror kind of doing the work of the shot, the lighting is so friggin' cool. But then showing the camera in there and the mirror's doing that, like that's so clever. But I do have to give some wicked props to Chris Webby because of the uniqueness of his voice. It just works, and it's so friggin' cool. That's good. That's good. Put that on the thumbnail. It's so cool because I feel like that's all I'm saying. Now, do you remember? Some of you might remember. There have been all these iterations of the different types of music. Now, some of you might remember back when there was literally just like country and western, rap, rock and roll, and maybe some opera. And that's kind of all it was. You liked one or a few of those things, and that's what. Now it's trap hop, hip hop, R&B, B&R, P's and Q's, WTF. What? It's so many subgenres just because, well, the trap has cowbell, but the trap hop has cowbell and a triangle. I can't keep track of that shit. Does anybody? Are we just making it up? Anyway, the point is, there was a time when rap began to grow like a gargantuan. And then it started to take all these different shapes, and it was very, very strong politically. It was all this commentary. It became a voice. Like, rap has a hell of a history. Wicked interesting. But there was a point where it wasn't just like that the beats were evolving and the lyrics were getting deeper and more severe and more powerful, but the voices started changing too. And there was a point where a lot of voices became grimy. Now, how many of you remember Onyx? Onyx did a song called Slam. Slam! Dup, 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 dup. Well, as far as I remember, and granted, I was like friggin' 11 at the time, so hell if I know, but that's the first induction of the grime that I remember experiencing. And yeah, Let the Boys Be, that's the one. And when you listen to their voices, and he even says, grimy, and there's gravel to his voice and some of their voices. So the point being, voices over the years, not just rap, but in music, voices also became instruments, not just from like a vocal and note standpoint, but they were using different ways to tell the story or to bring different emotion and different feeling. It's like adding distortion onto an electric guitar. It's completely different, even though it's the same instrument. You can have someone that has a good rap voice, but then they can kind of turn it up. They get a little grimy, they get a little more gravelly, and it's completely different. Look at Felix from friggin' Stray Kids. Same thing. He can sound like this, and he can sound like this. And you're like, duh, and you just die inside. But he has ways of twisting that. Sorry, I'm doing the tutus. Webby has a voice that I don't know what it is. It's not grimy, but it's just him. And there's something so friggin' unique about it that when he goes, I just want more. I want him to keep going. I don't want the song to stop. Now, Ren, I get the same thing, but with Ren, he's just so cool. I'm sorry. This is the worst reaction ever, but they're just both like up here, and I'm just like, pick me up. Yeah, God. Yeah. Oh, their voice is like a thumbprint. Yes. Yeah. Or fingerprint or toe print. But yes, very unique. And that's all I'm saying. So friggin' cool. And I really do think that I keep saying that because I know that these guys are independent. They're not sitting on this crazy, outlandish budget and just doing shit because it's cool. What they're doing is just cool because of the way they're doing it. Man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I want to hear his voice again.
Tracked on muscular. I'm venomous, brain fangs right to your jugular. Cutting your brains on the rug and your blood on the comforter. Part of me's Peter Parker, but bust my guns like the Punisher. I'm a rat.
See how it keeps the dice rolling?
The comforter, part of me's Peter Parker, but bust my guns like the Punisher. I'm a rabbit arachnid, I'm trapping them in the web. Then I wrap them up like a package for afterwards in the shed.
Now you know damn well those spiders are real. It's not CGI. It's not VFX in any way. The spiders are real. So props to these cats for having the balls to do that, because I did not. On my honeymoon, Fert and I were at a timeshare that somebody gifted us for our honeymoon in Florida. Go figure. And then one of the attractions that they had come to the resort in like one of the main lobbies was this group of people that would bring out animals, and then they'd bring the animals around. They brought in a friggin' tiger, not in a cage, not on a leash. Nobody had a gun. They just brought a friggin' tiger in, sat him on a stool, and when he growled real loud, the guy like slapped him with a stick. And I'm like, are you friggin' serious, bro? There's no fence. I can't even see the door. I was horrified. Anyway, the point is, they started from the bottom and then they worked their way up. Like Drake. They brought out, like a little monkey, and that was fine. They brought out like a couple whatevers, and then they brought out a tarantula. And they said, we're gonna walk around and you can touch the tarantula if you want. You can't hold him, but you can pet him. And this was my moment to prove to my new wife that I was a tough guy. Being a Marine wasn't enough. I had to prove that I was tough enough, even though I was peeing all through my pants, to touch that hairy bum bum. That's right, Muse, you called it. So when they started coming around, I was like, here we go. She was like, are you going to do it? And she's terrified of even like the tiniest little nothing of a spider. So I was like, yeah, I'll pet it. No big deal. But inside was like that. So I was like, yeah, no big deal. I'm a Marine. So they start walking over, and this girl's holding this friggin' tarantula, and she's walking by, and then Annie like takes her hands, she's like, as it's just walking by, and then so as soon as this girl starts getting closer, like she's walking behind us in the chairs, I turn around with my arm to go touch it, and I just go, like those goats that you scare? It was like that. I just went. I went straight stiff, and she was like, seriously? And I was like, I can't do it. That thing is disgusting. I'm pretty sure he was looking at me like this with like 8 of them, just 8 side eyes at once. I was like, nope, I can't do it. I don't want to be Spider-Man. That's too much outside time. I'm good. Oh, I'll never forget it. But these guys, put it on my arm, bro. Hey, put it on my face. Are you crazy? Good. Nope. Good for you, bro.